The next stage is to create your logic project, and when you create it, um, what you want to do first of all is just check that your audio sample rate is 48. All video is at 48 kilohertz sample rate, and if you were to select 44.1, you can have mismatches and things go out of sync. So in general, everything is at 48. So I'm just going to import a video that I recorded using screen record, and so I'm going to go to movie, open movie, and I'm going to select my movie and tick both of these boxes. If there is any audio on the video file, it will extract it and put it on its own audio track. So there's our video right there. That's a floating window. If you've got a second screen, you can put it onto that. That's the easiest way of working. If you haven't got a second screen, you're just going to have to sort of minimize it. If you actually get rid of it, it opens up over here, so you'll be able to see it just there. But if you do want to return back to it, you can just double click on it there and it will just become this floating window. And you'll see that the audio that's taken from the video that's extracted from it on import, that's now locked. So you can always unlock that if you needed to by going to SMPTE lock, and you can unlock SMPTE position. But often in video you don't want things to move, so we're just going to keep that locked. And we're going to mute that file because we don't want any of the original sound that was associated with it. So next thing to do is really to kind of come up with a guide. So we're just going to play through this video and have a quick look at it. I'm only doing a minute long one because of time, but you're going to do a longer one between 3 and 5 minutes. You might have wondered in the previous video why I suggested using animation for this assignment brief. It's a really good idea because with animation it's completely conjured up from the imagination. It does nothing that you see pre-exists or has any sound associated with it. All the sounds are overdubbed using sound design. And obviously if you were to take a live action film, then it might be slightly more tricky to actually spot in some of the sound effects that actually happened live at the actual scene. For instance, certain types of explosions, cars, animals, it can be harder to match those up. So at least with animation, you can, it gives you a little bit more leeway, especially if you're starting out. So I've played you that bit of animation. Let's just go through some of the key things. So this is traffic here. It's a cityscape, obviously. So I'm imagining some whizzing past sounds of cars here and general traffic. Then we cut to, I suppose the camera goes in into the city at that point. So we're going to get a change of atmosphere and obviously lots of footsteps and busyness. So we're going to probably overlap a lot of footsteps. And our key character is this little dog. So we're going to try and find some dog sounds that will give it a voice. Then the dog has this view over the city, so we're going to have a change of atmosphere again. And maybe these cars that are hanging from this sort of cable bridge sort of thing, maybe they're making a sound of some sort, clanking. And there's also that crane in the distance, maybe that's making some sort of industrial type sound. And then at this point the camera descends, so maybe we've got some sort of sound that represents descent. And obviously we're passing these whizzing cars as well, so maybe need some of that. And we can see just at the bottom this glow, and this is where the dog's master is living, underneath the bridge. And you can see the dog descending the stairs just there, which is the very, very final little segment just here. Okay, so it's really the sound of some sort of descent, and we're going through these different atmospheric changes as well, so we need to give voice to all those different things. And that's really the business of sound design, and that's what this assignment is asking you to create, all these different layers of sound.